Gemini, welcome to your general reading. Let's see what we have for you today. The energy is very fluidic, so please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. So without further ado, what's going on for my Geminian friends? Cards are a bit lively for you this morning. Well, it seemed that you had a big desire for change. Okay. Your call was answered, incoming communication. Then it's kind of like, I must stop to think about it. I have to consider my situation first, which is a bit of pessimism here. It's like you feel like you've got to give up a situation, but it's bringing a very stressful decade or so to an end for you. All right, I'm getting here reconnecting with somebody that you've been struggling with, perhaps arguing with. They are kind of on a very, very slow approach. Okay, they're very, very opinionated. They have a big desire for change. They want things to change with you. Okay, but they're afraid of conflict with you. They perhaps feel you may be a bit sharp-tongued at times. I'm an air sign as well, so yeah, I know even I can be sharp-tongued at times. Okay, and it's just that we don't really mean aggression, so to speak. It's just that air signs can sometimes tend to be very reactive. Okay, we do things kind of on instinct sometimes, not all the time, but you know. But, maybe they feel that you are a bit sharp-tongued. You know, they're a bit more optimistic than perhaps you are. I'm kind of getting at the moment you're a bit pessimistic. You don't hold out hope for this relationship. I'm getting to a degree you are trying to avoid it. All right. But there is that underlying energy of kind of, I'll talk when I'm ready. But you know, you want things more sedate. This person, you feel, kind of provokes you a little bit. They kind of goad you on for whatever reason, all right? And, you know, it causes conflict between you two. I'm kind of getting that you are not so reactive as you used to be. You want to be a bit more diplomatic. There's this energy between you two. I'm kind of getting that, you know, we need to do this right this time. I'm getting that this is not the first time that's happened between you two, but it's got a bit more serious this time. And there's you know, this real desire, but there's a real fear of committing here. There is the Magician, Nine of Cups. Yeah, they don't want to commit, but they have a big desire to. Yeah, differences of opinion. It's kind of leaving like full. They want to have fun. They want to learn more about you. They want to take time. They are perhaps quite hedonistic here. All right. They do give you a lot of pleasure, but you're kind of looking for that Ten of Cups, that emotional commitment. I'm kind of getting this person can't give you that for whatever reason at the moment. Hence the conflict here. Okay, what I'm getting is you do see it as a bit one-sided at the moment. There is, you know, love here. I'm kind of getting what's happening is, Libra, some of you are in a marriage or living with somebody or settled with somebody. They love you, you love somebody else, and there's this big desire to be with somebody else. This is getting complicated. And you want to give up your present situation to be somewhere else. Wow. Oh, what a spider's web we weave. Judgment card. Four of Swords. You need time to think about it. There is this definite desire here to be somewhere else. You feel perhaps are you making the right decision about this situation? they're holding off on a decision, on kind of getting there a bit silent here. You know, they're kind of waiting for you. I'm kind of getting here, there's a judgment call needs. Perhaps somebody feels you are judging them too harshly. Okay, you are physically tired, you are spiritually and mentally tired. There's all sorts of things going on in your mind here. All right, there is somebody here you want to be with against somebody that you're already with, or a situation, and it's been giving up an entirely different lifestyle. It's like your plans have been disrupted because of the way people around you are reacting, and it's kind of like you're going through the phase of needing to think about it. You want respite, you want peace. Okay, I'm kind of getting to a degree you're being a bit passive aggressive with this person. You're holding your tongue. All right, but you're being very resolute about this new path opening up for you. Okay, perhaps you are dealing with an Aquarian here. I'm getting an Aquarian, but that's just for some of you. Don't get too hooked upon star signs. This is not an astrology reading, it's a tarot reading. And, you know, it's one way you're resolute, but you do feel, am I making the right decision? You don't want to give up what you've worked for, okay, against something that may not work out. Well, I'm kind of getting here. I've been carrying a torch for somebody, despite the complications. Ooh, well, that came out. Yeah, it's like you've come full circle on yourself, but you are kind of taking control. You want to close a situation where you feel you're being controlled too much here. Okay, yeah. There's two very, very different people here. Excuse me. You're beginning to see a realistic picture, and I'm kind of getting that you're now becoming responsible for yourself. Okay. I'm kind of getting here there's a development and a friendship. Right, you want your independence. You feel you've been playing the supporting role to somebody, your particular situation, for too long, okay, and it's been out of balance. Perhaps the person you have been dealing with, you know, is happy to work and give you a good lifestyle, but you kind of, it's not you're not and can't show your true potential here. You know, I'm kind of getting you want something more exciting. Perhaps your situation is a bit too complacent. There's a big change in lifestyle here. All right, and there is distance and travel here for some of you. But what I'm getting most of all is you have come full circle on yourself with somebody. You do feel something here has run its course. You've got some new ideas that you want to do, but you want to do them alone here. And as far as relationship goes, is, you know, despite somebody loving you, you're paying attention to your own feelings, following your own desire, your own path here. Well, yeah. I mean, going forward, I can see a lot of communication here to release a stagnant situation. Somebody here is finally coming to a decision, and you're kind of in the energy of focusing on yourself. You do realise it's going to be full of conflict and complications, but you're kind of willing to go for it. You're deciding where your passion lies. And this could be with a career. But what I'm getting is here a strong sense of individuality. I'm getting here a very, very strong sense of individuality. And, you know, perhaps you feel you're being, or in a situation, working situation, you feel you're being controlled too much. You want to be independent both in your career and in relationships. And I'm kind of getting here that there's, you know, for some of you been a friendship developed, and this person you're dealing with, it seems a lot more exciting. But perhaps you've had to taken a good look at yourself, and you're realising that your situation has become kind of very mundane, very basic, in the sense you're very comfortable monetary wise and, you know, with work and everything, a lot of you, but it's, to you, it's not enough. You're kind of turning your back on that. You certainly want to avoid a conflict here, but I'm kind of getting here it's unavoidable. I'm getting communication coming in, you know, what perhaps started off as a friendship, you know, has now developed into something more. And now you must make perhaps a rather painful decision that you need to think about to come to some kind of conclusion. And also, I'm getting here, there has to be a discussion on plans, okay, of how you're actually going to achieve achieve your goal as far as work, money, children if they're involved. But it's stuck in the middle of a choice here. You perhaps feels like somebody is trying to pressurise you. You're trying to slow it down, okay? And I'm kind of getting here, you will come to a conclusion, but it will be in your time and nobody else's. And I am getting a loss here. I am getting that some of you have to give up certain situations, certain lifestyles to be where you want to be. You know, you're being very intuitive now, okay? And there's, you know, you don't just want to jump out of one commitment directly into another and commit yourself and perhaps trap yourself. But what I'm getting here most of all is that there is kind of a slow transitional pull, emotional desire pull towards being with somebody else, and you're trying to manifest that. You're doing a lot of work, you're willing to put the work in, you're definitely not work shy, and, you know, whatever this person's situation that you're dealing with, there is a kind of a decision here, and there's kind of like this meeting of minds in the middle to discuss, you know, your objectives and bring yourself onto the same page with this person. Thanks very much for watching.